Eyes Wide Shut, the final film from Stanley Kubrick, is not a grand epic. It is a stealth whisper, a dare, a provocation thinly disguised as a marital drama. Released just days after Kubrick's death, the film has never stopped dividing audiences. To some, it is inert and overextended. To others, it is a voyeuristic insight into desire, jealousy, and class power. Shot across an infamous 400-day production, the film traps real-life married couple Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman inside a vacuum-sealed emotional experiment. Their performances are deliberately controlled and slightly dislocated. Kubrick weaponizes repetition, dialogue loops, spaces are artificial, time stretches. A story of what happens when a stable marriage is destabilised by a single confession. The Criterion Collection 4K UHD arrives with serious pedigree. Sourced from the original 35mm camera negative and supervised by cinematographer Larry Smith, the film was presented in its theatrical 1:8:5:1 ratio with Dolby Vision HDR. Encoding by Fidelity in Motion ensures a consistently high bitrate. Grain is dense and intact, candlelight sequences retain highlight detail, black levels are stable. The controversy, however, lies in the grade. This master is noticeably cooler than the long familiar Blu-ray. The amber warmth of previous releases is reduced, replaced with a colder, steel-toned palette. Christmas lights appear sharper, flesh tones lean neutral to cool. Interiors feel more clinical and teal-based. Whether revisionist or corrective, the disc is undeniably superior in compression stability and grain reproduction. The masked ritual sequence in particular benefits from the added HDR depth and colour separation. It is a colder presentation, but a more technically robust one. At its core, Eyes Wide Shut is about jealousy and male entitlement. Dr. Bill Harford, played by Tom Cruise, is a wealthy Manhattan physician who believes his life is secure. A beautiful wife, played by Nicole Kidman, social access to the elite, professional status. That illusion fractures when Alice, his wife, confesses that during a holiday, she once fantasized about leaving him and their child for a naval officer she had only seen briefly. Nothing happened, but the admission devastates him. Bill spends the rest of the film attempting to reassert control, sexually, socially, psychologically. He wanders through the night encountering temptation after temptation. A grieving patient's daughter who professes love, a prostitute who invites him upstairs, a costume shop owner exploiting his own daughter, and finally, an invitation to a secret masked gathering hosted by the ultra-wealthy. The ritual at the mansion is not about titillation, it is about hierarchy. Bill is not powerful there, he is an outsider, a spectator who has mistaken proximity to wealth for membership within it. The film charts his humiliation. Every encounter reinforces the same truth. His authority is conditional, his marriage is not immune to fantasy, his social standing is not protection, his masculinity is fragile. By the end, the threat of exposure and the possibility that forces beyond him are controlling events leave Bill stripped of certainty. He returns home not enlightened, but destabilised. Kubrick's last film is about the illusion of control, inside marriage, inside class systems, inside male identity. Eyes Wide Shut remains one of the most polarising films in Kubrick's canon. It is structurally repetitive, it withholds easy catharsis, it denies thriller momentum, but it is thematically precise and deliberately constructed. The Criterion 4K presents the film with clarity and stability that earlier editions lacked. The cooler grade may divide opinion, but the technical upgrade is clear. For the Vault, it's essential. For casual viewers, it's challenging. For Kubrick completists, it's non-negotiable. And that's all from us at The Last Disc on Earth, and remember, come the apocalypse, physical media will prevail.